All right, it's One Last Midnight, and we're going to play a little bit of Transport Fever 2. So if you guys have been on my channel for a while, you'll notice that I played Transport Fever when it was out. I love the game. I love the concept of it. It's a transport management game. They made a lot of changes to Transport Fever 2, so I can't wait to get into it. I've actually played probably for a good couple of hours and gotten the feel of it, and I just love everything that they've added to it. So let's get into it. Let's see if we can find a decent map in the temperate zone. I kind of want to be in green this time around. One of the things I like that is a really great addition to this map generation process is the river. Beforehand, the river would render last, and so you'd never see where the river is. So if you're looking for a river that would go through the middle of the map like this, you would have to wait until the map was totally rendered. Now, I like very large maps, but then I also like it 1x3 so that it's very long. And I want to have more towns, and medium number of factories is okay. And that actually works out really well. You don't want them too close together because you actually make more money by having them farther apart. I like this river system. I just don't like where the cities aren't on the river. I mean, we got maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, all right, let's go with it. Okay, so you get into the new game system and you can choose your models. You can try Europe model. These are the vehicles, right? The models of the vehicles. So European, US, and Asian. And I haven't tried either. The starting year, 1930. I kind of like to start in 1930. 1800s are kind of difficult. Everything goes really slow. I'm going to leave the difficulty easy. For those of you who played Transport Fever, that you know that easy is more like a normal. I do want to look at the custom settings just really fast. And these are mainly, mod related. They have the additional information here with the climate and the vehicles and the names and stuff like that. But we're not going to change any of that. Matter of fact, we're going to uncheck this so that we go back to normal. And this is all looking really good. All right, we're in the Transport Fever. Now, Transport Fever takes a while to go and do things like generating the map takes a significant amount of time. And then sometimes setting up some of these lines take a huge amount of time. And so I'm gonna chop those bits out, and we're just gonna get into the action for you guys. First thing I like to do is look at the map though, and try to find myself a decent possible starting system. Now the music, I'm gonna turn the music off, mainly because I don't really care for the music playing in the background. It's just kind of annoying. Their music loops, to be honest with you. And we're just going to look for some sort of production line that is going to be really beneficial to us to start off with. So that's going to take a minute. Let me go ahead and find one, and we'll jump right back. All right, so I found what I think is a pretty good production line, and we're going to do food. Now, one of the changes that they made in Transport Fever 2 is that the towns don't take everything. Beforehand, they used to take something from industry, something from the residential, and something from, the commercial industry. And now they really only take what is listed by the name. So this town wants food, and it wants, I think these are tools, right? Machines. So this one wants food and machines. And this town happens to be pretty decent sized. If you look at the town map here, and we look under Springfield, the population is pretty high. It's not the highest. Norfolk is the highest, but it's looking for 67 units of food. So that is actually, or 62 units of food. So that is actually a pretty decent production line to start off with. Now in Transport Fever 2, they really made transportation by road something that is feasible and usable. Beforehand, not so much, right? You would set up some road lines, and the vehicles would take so long to get from point A to point B that it really wouldn't be of value. But now they've actually changed that. So I'm looking at this, and I'm looking, here are 2 grain farms, and here's a production, and these guys want food. So this is going to be our first production line, and we're going to do this with vehicles. Let's go ahead and get some roads set up, and let's knock this out pretty fast. So before I get started, let me look at the truck station and get the truck station in. Now, it doesn't seem like I can get both truck stations, one truck station to do both farms. It looks like I'm going to need 2, which is unfortunate because it would have been really, really nice to have those set up with just one truck station. Okay, decent. So our vehicles will wind up picking the grain up from this one. These two will be talking to each other, and then these two will be talking to each other. And I'm gonna have a road right down the middle. So I'm gonna keep the travel distance between these two as small as humanly possible, because what I really want to have done is have a road go through here. Now, they didn't really change the road system that much. I don't like the fact, and have never liked the fact, that the road kind of almost automatically curves to start off with, but okay, we'll just deal with it. So we're gonna have a road come. That's gonna cost me $1 million for this road. We're gonna have a road come down here. Okay, and that is going to be the connection between these two farms and this production. Okay, so they're gonna drop off the grain here, and then we're gonna need somebody to take it up to this town. Now, I don't like this road, it's too curvy. So I'm going to wipe this road out, and we're going to build a different road. See how it like automatically starts to bend? I hate that. I hate the fact that it automatically starts to bend. Kind of have to start the road in Nowheresville and then to get a straight line. Okay, so that looks decent. That's a straight shot. That's a straight shot. All right, let's get some lines set up. I like this new line management tool. It looks really, really nice. We're going to have one line go from... I don't really want my trucks to do 2 stops. So how about we go here to here. Let's create another line that goes from here to here. And that way we can focus on maybe 5 trucks from here and 5 trucks from here. We'll see what happens. Let's have a third line that goes from here. Oops. Hold on. We forgot to put down a truck station in here. Now, here's where all the food is at. So let's put our truck station in this general area. And you can see how it lights up. That's telling you exactly where the coverage is. So this is going to cover all the food. And let's get a depot down so we can get some vehicles going. I think I want my depot off to the side over here. Let's put it on this side of the road. I don't want to put it too close to the truck station because the truck station now has new expanding options, which are really neat. Okay, so there's one depot. I want to do another depot over here. Perfect. All right, let's get some trucks. So on red and yellow line, I want to buy, let's say, truck wise, the diesel truck is pretty good. It goes 40 kilometers an hour, and it holds 9 units, and I think that's pretty good. This one holds 8 units. It can carry anything. I don't necessarily need it to carry anything. So let's use the grain transportation, which is this, on this particular truck. This, Ford Model 77 truck with side stakes. That'll work just fine. And I think I want to start off with, let's do 7 from here. It's going to cost me 700,000. And we're going to set that on the red line. Let's buy another 7 of those. Let's set that on the yellow line. Okay, so those are going to take the grain to this processing plant. Let's create a new line. Oops, sorry. The green line is... Create a new line that goes from here over to here. Now, let's see if we can change the road on that. I don't necessarily want them going through downtown. I do like this connection, but since I didn't know where the drop-off point was going to be, let's make a change to this. All right, good. And there we go. Now let's get some trucks. I'm going to use this all-purpose truck because it needs to carry food, and the one with the side stakes does not carry food. And I want to do 10 to start off with. Let's go ahead and purchase 10. and put those on the green line. All right, let's get it started. See what happens. I'm gonna go ahead and put it on medium speed. The trucks are gonna come out. Look at these little guys. You can zoom extremely far down. I love the models. The models are very nice on these trucks. The graphics, they've done a great job on the graphics. You can get down really far. You can see our grain is starting to come in. Now, let me stop this because we're going to have a backup. So let's go ahead and make a configuration. This is something new to Transport Fever 2, is the ability to be able to change the way that your particular truck stops or bus stops or even train platforms and airplanes, all the platforms are configured, so you can add different things. And we're going to add more cargo to this. This cargo is actually going to build pretty fast. We're going to go 4 out. It's going to cost a little bit of money, but we're going to do that. And then I want to go over here and I want to do the same thing at this configuration. Let's expand out the cargo platforms. Good. And let's come over here. And we're going to do the, well, let's wait to see where the food comes out. All right, let's get speed going, full speed. These trucks should be, wait. I did not assign these guys to a line. This is kind of okay for now. Are these guys starting to move over? These trucks starting to move over? Not yet. Let's go ahead and speed this up a little bit. We've got 2 trucks leaving. We've got some more grain coming out. Good, good. We'll let some of these trucks get started here. All right, good. They're going 2x2s. Let's go ahead and go back up to this depot. Assign this to the green line. All right. Those are going. These trucks are moving out. Excellent. Let's change the option to see the money loss. Let's get rid of that because that loss happens all the time and it kind of slows the machine down. Now we're going to have a little bit of a, a backup here, to be honest with you. We do get a little bit of a backup. They're waiting. They're getting spaced out. This is normal spacing stuff. This spacing will happen. Matter of fact, let's go here and I think I want to expand out both of these cargo areas just to make it easier to drop off and pick up. Okay, good. We already have food starting to come out. The food is being produced. We got guys picking up grain, dropping off grain. We're already making a little bit of cash. Now we do have a loan and let's start repaying this off. Paid off a little bit more than half of it. Now, one of the other really cool options inside of Transport Fever 2 is the ability to kind of stop time. So the date speed is already, it's already set at 1 times. It's set at normal. But actually, I like my game to run a little bit slower. So for now, actually in the beginning, I'm going to pause this to see how well this production line does. We'll just keep it at 0.25% of the speed. And that way we can, slow everything down, not have to worry about vehicles, new vehicles popping up left and right. We're not stressed about that. This is a short little line. This should produce pretty well. These guys are going to get spaced out a little bit better. We have these guys coming in for food. We got some food. They're going to stop and they're going to pick up some stuff. How many units do we have sitting here? We have 24 units sitting here. And our capability is what? We can hold a total of, it might be, what did I put 10 on there? It actually might be 80. Yeah, this is looking nice. Now, the grain trucks are just now getting back. So, trucks to Springfield, no problem. Grain trucks, big problem. And you can see we're backed up here already. This has got 100 units sitting here waiting. We're going to need a lot more trucks on this side. Let's go ahead and take out some money. You know, it's better to take out money when you need it and only when you need it because you get charged interest monthly. And let's add some more trucks to both sides. I want to add, I think I had, what, 7 or something? Let's add 10. And let's add that to the red line. And I'm going to need to take out another chunk of change. And let's add another 10. And we're going to add that to the yellow line. Okay, perfect. And we'll speed up time again. Oh, no, 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 no. I made a mistake. Well, it's good to see that the mistake happened so you can check out what it looks like. I totally messed up. I put on the red line. What did I put? The road vehicle's fine. The yellow line. Oh, yellow line was fine. I put these wrong vehicles on here. Let's go ahead and sell those off. And we're going to repurchase those vehicles. Get the right one selected this time. Okay, there we go. And put that on the... That's going on the red line. Okay. On the red line. All right, perfect. Now let's get back up to speed. Oh, well. Oh, well. Oh, well, oopsie. Good, these deliveries are great. You know, it's 64,000 every time we deliver some. We'll be able to stay on top of the food production as these delivery trucks start hitting more frequently. Good, you can always see with our money, we're going up. Let's look at our finances. We still have a huge loan that we need to repay. This food delivery looks really good. Are we seeing any kind of growth so far? Probably won't see any growth until... You know, we have plus 70 to the population, 50 from the food, and 20 from the travel. Because we made that connection. But it'd be nice if we start supplying the machines. The machine production line, though, that's a tough production line. We do have a little bit of growth. I see buildings starting to come in. A couple new houses came in. Now look at the detail of this stuff, though. Isn't that great? You know, I love what they did to this. You know, the people models are more variant. Beforehand, they just had a man and a woman, maybe 2 models or something. They seem to have a lot more variety to them. The graphics look a lot crisper. Look at these neon lights. Yeah, this is really, really cool. Pay off some of this loan. This factory just upgraded. So it's going to produce more, which is awesome. I love these little factory animations too. This grain is coming in, it's getting processed out, it's getting turned into food, the food is getting delivered over here. Yeah, that works out well. How much are we making on the delivery of food? How much does this vehicle have? It's 6 of 8. Let's see if there's anybody closer. There's this guy. Let's see how much this guy has. 7 of 8 and 25,000 to drop off the food. I love how a building just popped into place. Look at that, we've already got millions. You know, we're producing really good money. We're paying down our loan. In a short period of time, we're going to have the loan completely paid off. Let's set the maintenance to the vehicle to be high. Oops. And that way... Oh, I didn't hit apply. There we go. Alright, good. And that way our vehicles will actually stay in good shape. And that was a change. In Transport Fever 1, there was, there's this concept of an expiration that your vehicle would only last for like 10 years or 15 years. And the trains would last for like 30 to 40 years. And then you'd have to replace them out. Now it is maintenance. You wind up paying a percentage on maintenance to keep your vehicles in good shape. Then I don't know how long they're going to last for. I don't know if you can keep them forever or and if they'd still be viable as a usable product, or if it kind of forces you along the way sometime to upgrade that. All right, we're going to let time run for a bit and then we'll come back. All right, so in no time at all, we were able to pay off that loan. I did say that this was a monthly interest, and it's actually it represents a year of interest. So all the money we're making right now is ours. I did wind up putting an extra 6 trucks per line to help things flow a little bit more smoothly. We do have a little bit of spare food sitting here, which is good. That way, when trucks come in, they're not going to fill up completely, and then the next truck's going to have some to be able to take, and so on. So we'll keep this loaded, which means if we look at Springfield and we look at, what we're producing for them. Actually, let's look at the line information. You could see that we have a decent amount of food going over there. If we look at Springfield itself, we've got 90%. Well, we did have 90% taken care of food-wise. Their production. We have a little bit of emissions because of these vehicles going back and forth. But otherwise, yeah, it's looking pretty good. And so that was our first production line. And now our next production line, we need to find something. I kind of looked around here and I didn't see anything that I wanted to do production-wise. I could make goods, but that's a huge production process because you have to get steel running first. And then you also need to get plastic running before you can actually get the goods out. And goods are being used by Hartford. And, it doesn't help me make machines at all because I don't have the machine production. The machine production is down here, which is wood and steel. So I'll probably look somewhere else for another production line. And we'll pick that up in the next episode. All right, thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate it. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.